everybody, please do excuse what I look like at the moment. I have my face all done with my skincare and my primer. I'll move over now that Finley's moved. And I am ready to go. Now, I filmed this video before, but when I actually watched the footage back, Alec was hoovering downstairs and you couldn't hear the hoover. It was more that our little dog Finley, our little Jack Russell, he likes to bark at the brush or the hoover and he likes to chase it. So all you could hear was yap, yap, yap all the way through the video, and I hadn't realised when I was filming it because I was so engrossed in what I was doing and so busy talking that I didn't hear it, so I apologise. So that video I decided to scrap because I found it annoying while I was editing it, so I don't think anybody would really enjoy watching it. So today I thought I'd refilm. I have used these products a little bit more since then, so I guess I can kind of give you a little bit of feeling about these products. Now, it is the L'Oreal Infallible Sculpt. I got mine in the bag set. I did keep the bag to show you. I don't know where it is at the moment because I've been doing a bit of reorganisation in here because there's a new little piece of furniture in here and been kind of tidying up. So it may have got, I don't think it got thrown away, but it may have got put somewhere else in kind of the moving around because Alec just puts things anywhere. I'm going to blame him because he's not here, but I know I didn't move it. So, they came in a little bag basically, and it was exclusive to Superdrug, the set. You can get these products at Boots also. They were in a 3 for 2, but I'm not sure if they're still in a 3 for 2. But they're not badly priced. I believe that this was £8.99. The contour kit was £9.99, but on offer for £6.99, and I think the blush was £6.99. So I got the actual set of 3 of them for £15.99, which was really good. It was a saving of £9. And I wanted to try the foundation and the contour kit anyway, so it would have cost me that to get them. I think it would have cost me £1 less to get those two, so I thought, well, why not just pay the £1 more and get the blush as well. It kind of made sense. But they come in 2 colours, light medium and medium dark. Apparently it's like skin adaptive, so I think it like, I don't know, how can it change to your skin colour? I'm not sure. But this is actually a really, really good match for my skin. This is the light medium one. Comes in the glass bottle. It's got that nice flash of yellow on and then the yellow lid. It's quite nice. I have actually used this quite a few times, and the idea behind this foundation is it's quite lightweight. I would say it's a light to medium coverage, but it's lightweight on the skin so you can actually build it up. And I think the whole idea there is that you put your layer on and it works well with the cream contour product that it comes with. Because I didn't know this was cream because I wasn't going to get it originally. Then I went into Superdrug and swatched it and realised it was cream. Now, I sold my Anastasia Beverly Hills Contour Cream Kit because there were 3 colours in there that I would have never used and one that I was just like, I'm not really bothered about. So there was only 2 colours and it wasn't worth keeping. So I just thought, oh, I would like something cream to kind of have a bit of a go with because I do like other things other than powder to contour with. So I decided to get it, but the idea is that the contour, when you blend it in, the foundation is quite movable. So it blends in nicely and kind of diffuses into the foundation. And it does. I think it works out really well. I did do a demo, like I said, and I was really impressed with it. I think that you could put this on and then put another foundation over the top because I have done that just to get more coverage. But actually, if you put a couple of layers of this on, then I find that I get enough coverage with this anyway because it's not like it's super sheer, which was what my worry was. Because it's a contour and foundation, I just thought, oh, it's obviously a base that allows you to then put your contour on and then work it in quite nicely, and it's, you know, I thought it was going to be quite a sheer coverage, but it's actually surprised me quite a bit. So, sorry, just adjusting the camera there. So I'm going to put it on now for you. I don't have anything on my face. Normally I'd put BB cream underneath, but my skincare at the moment, I've not been suffering too much with my rosacea. I do have a little bit of redness on the nose and a little bit here and there where I've got spots, but nothing too dramatic. So I've decided I'm just going to put this foundation straight on my face. I have primed. But I'm going to pump some of this out into the back of my hand, which is clean, and I'm going to show you the consistency. So as you can see, it's runny. It's running down my hand there. So it's quite a runny consistency. It's not too firm, which I guess is like what it should be because it's kind of that blendable sort of contour foundation. So the only thing I'd say is when the kit came, it like didn't come with any real instructions. The contour kit did come with instructions about where to put contour for different face shapes and where you should apply it, which was useful. But other than that, nothing else came with any instructions. So it's like, this is a contour foundation. I think it would have been nice if they'd put a leaflet in and kind of explained the concept there a little bit better. Also, I would have preferred this in a round compact, and I'm not moaning here, I'm just for like I'm not a huge fan of this packaging, so I think a nice round compact with half contour and half highlight would have been really nice for that. Also, I really wish they'd brought a powder out so that you could set everything in place at the end. I think that would have been really, really nice, and I would have definitely been up on that because yeah, I like L'Oreal, I like their foundations. So let's get on with applying the foundation. So I'm just using a Sigma Kabuki brush. This is the flat angled Kabuki brush. I've used a number of different brushes with this, but I like this one. I like a Kabuki brush to work it in best. It does work well with a sponge, but this is just my preferred method. So let's get it on. I'll do one half, just so you can get an idea of coverage. So that's one half done. As you can see, it's done quite well at evening out the skin tone. I think it's quite nice, and it's a good match. Well, I think it's a good match. So it just feels so nice and lightweight on the skin, and you know, I don't know, it's almost like you don't even have to really do very much work to kind of get it, you know, really blended in nicely. And that's 2 pumps of foundation. And I'm really pretty happy with that coverage overall. Like for one application, it's pretty good. The next thing I've been doing is then applying the contour. I'm using the 301 Real Techniques Bold Metal brush for this, and I just put it right into the product. And then I do it how Nikki Tutorials does it, because she's got a rounder face. I think the best way to kind of learn contour, and I watch a lot of people do it, but is to find somebody who's got a similar face shape to you. Now Nikki Tutorials, she's a curvier lady, and she has a slightly rounder, larger face like I do. So I like to watch her do it because I think that I can kind of get a better idea of what I should be doing by looking at what she's doing, if that makes sense. So she takes it from this little knobbly part of your ear and runs it down, and to be fair, that is exactly under my cheekbone if I put my finger there. So that's where I take mine. I start up there, because I always like a darker contour right at the top, because that's where the hollow should be deepest. And I don't take it too far down, because if you've got a larger face, well, for anybody really, you should never contour to the corners of your mouth, and I've seen people do that, and it's just, it totally changes the shape of your face, and it's not natural. So you really just want to kind of keep it as natural as possible. So that's the contour there. And then take the brush, which I've had the foundation on, and just blend. Now hopefully you can still see that shadow is still there, and then with what's left on the brush, kind of just come in. Tiny bit more. Go back a little bit. So I don't know if you can see what I mean there. When you work it with the foundation and work it in, you can clearly see where you've contoured here, but it just seems to kind of blend into the foundation and just takes on a more natural sort of look, which I think is really nice. I think that you find that with like a cream product. And I'm happy with that. It's kind of changed the shape of my face, but I think that that is quite subtle. It looks more like a shadow than anything else, and I think that that's what's great about this product. I haven't showed you it up close, but I'll show you it now. So this is the light medium one. So the contour itself doesn't seem to have any kind of orange tones with it. It's quite brown. So because it's cooler toned, it's better for us pale ladies because we cannot take the orange tones in contours. If you contour something orange, you're going to look like you've got an orange stripe. And because believe me, I've done it. It's not natural. A contour is supposed to be a shadow. Now shadows are cool toned because it's where there is no light. So yeah, I think that's quite natural. Now the highlight portion, I'll take a little bit of this. I just use my fingers for this part. And then I just dab this underneath the eyes. I don't know if you can see straight away, it is, even though I'm pale, it is very lightening. And like I said, the great thing about this contour foundation is that it allows things to blend on top of it so beautifully and blend in with it. So as you work it with your fingers, you can literally feel it melting into the foundation. And then it just feels, you know, like one layer, if that makes sense. I don't know if you can tell the difference on camera there, but I can certainly tell in person. That is so much brighter underneath the under eye. It just looks great. And then I take a little bit on the forehead in the centre. Blend it up and out. And I always put a little bit what's left there down the bridge of the nose. Tiny bit on the chin. And that's it. Now I think that looking at myself now, I can see that I've got a lighter here, and I can see it on my nose and my chin. It's brightened up those areas and brought them forward, which then, if you've got a rounder face like me, with the shadows there and the light there, it then stops your face looking quite so round and pulls attention more onto these planes of the face and kind of pulls these parts forward so that the roundness kind of sinks back. That's what I think it does anyway. So that's what it looks like. I really, really love it. Now I wouldn't put another layer of foundation on there because I'm quite happy with the coverage of that. So the next thing I'd go on to is the blush. Now there are a couple of different ways to wear this. This is the one that comes with it, which is, I think it's nude beige. You get a straight up kind of corally colour in the centre, which it looks like that. You get a very sort of frosty coral, and then you get this highlight shade. And that's what those three colours look like. So highlight, flat matte colour, frosty colour. Now I like to keep the highlight shade till, well, I used to keep it till last, then I watched somebody's video and they said that they'd done, who was it? Oh, I still can't remember what it was, who it was. But they'd done a little sort of masterclass with Smashbox, and they had, oh, it was Becca, Becca Rose. She was formerly Roussantou Batebel, I can't say the name properly, but I've watched her for years. But anyway, she did a kind of that sort of one where you do half of your face, which I intend on doing that one at some point. But Smashbox told you should highlight first. Now I like my highlight to be seen from outer space, as Nikki Tutorial says. So I like to put a lot of highlight on. Well, it depends on how I'm feeling on the day, but today I feel like it. But I'll put highlighter first, then blush, then if I feel like I want more highlight, I'll put it on afterwards. Now, the little shade in the middle, it's quite, I mean, you can with this brush, it's an F05 Sigma contour brush, you could get the side of that, and then you would just get that colour. This is what I love about this brush is amazing. So you could just put that colour on, and put that just like on the cheekbone, and then blend the frosty colour on top. So I'll do it different on both cheeks. So, I'm just gonna blend that onto the cheekbones. Blend it out. I was going to do highlight first, what am I talking about? Anyway, now I'll do the highlight before I go with the coral blush. So going in with the white. Now I think that this highlight's nice, but it's not too in your face. Like I said, I don't know if you can even see that. It's just, the highlight in this part is just, you know, I can see it and it's okay, but I prefer something a bit more shimmery than that. So it depends what you're going for. Now we'll go into the frosty sort of coral colour and put that on top. I need a powder as well under my eyes. Okay. So that's that method. Goes in quite nicely to the contour. And then the other method is just to take those two colours together and just pop that on. That will get you a more, I think it'll give you a more natural kind of finish. That looks a bit heavier. Doing it that way because you've obviously got quite a lot of colour on before you even go in with the frosty colour. And then I don't know if you can see what I mean there. That highlight is just like, for me, this highlight doesn't really, it's more of just like a flat colour. It doesn't seem to like really have much shimmer to it. And for me, yeah, it's not for me really. And I've gone quite heavy with the blush on purpose, just before anybody mentions that, just so you can see the colour. Because sometimes I think when you're filming like this, you can just, it just washes everything out. So I think I'd actually pull that back a little bit. And then at this stage I often put a finishing powder over the top of anything, which is usually Bare Minerals, because I just love this as a finishing powder. So I'm just going to pop that over the top. Sometimes I bake under the eyes. I'm not doing that today. I'm quite happy with things. This packaging, so beautiful. I love it. So that is that. And I just think that once you've done that, it just gives you like a really, I don't know, it kind of pulls everything together, gives you a lot more of a flawless finish. Bear in mind, I don't have brows on or anything else like that at the moment, but that's what it looks like. I think it's a really decent coverage. I do like the contour. I think that you can see it, but I think that it looks quite natural. And I found the times that I've worn this, it did last really well throughout the day. So I find like it's a really good foundation. But I do like L'Oreal foundations anyway. I'm just, sorry, I'm looking down. I'm just looking for it. I do think this is a great foundation. I'd definitely buy this again. And I would definitely buy this again. Wish it was in different packaging. The blush is okay, but I'm not a massive fan of the blush. I'll definitely use it because it's a nice colour and I like this kind of colour. I was glad that it came with the coral colour because I'm quite into coral blushes right now. But I wouldn't buy another one. I have thought about looking at the pink one because I like pink blushes, but I've decided I'm not really that bothered. So I'm not going to bother with the blusher again. But it was nice to try it for £1. But the foundation, definitely buy again. And like I said, the contour kit, I really like the end results. I think that it gives a really nice, quite natural contour. It's nothing too strong. You can always go over the top of that contour and set it if you wanted to with a powder product. I'm just going to use Heroine by Illamasqua. I would have normally done this before I'd put my finishing powder on, but this is actually an eyeshadow by Illamasqua. Again, this is another Nikki Tutorials thing. She actually loves this and she's fair as well, like I am, so. And that just kind of sets that cream contour and just kind of, well, with the powder's already done that, but sometimes if I just want to have a bit more definition, then I'll add that. But that's what it looks like, guys. I'm really, really happy with this foundation. I think it's really nice and I really love it. And yeah, like I said, definitely repurchase this foundation. And if you are super fair like I am, This contour kit is great. Go into Superdrug and swatch it. The fair colour is really nice and brightening underneath the eyes, as you can see when I put it on, and the contour shade is just so gorgeous. I absolutely love it. Let me just swatch those two for you quickly. So there's the highlight, you can see it's quite white, and then the contour. And that's it. So that's today's video, guys. I hope you really enjoyed it. Sorry it's so late, but at least I've been able to give you a little mini review of the products as well. Hope you're having a great day wherever you are and whatever you are doing, and I'm going to love and leave you and see you all soon. Don't forget to like, share, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.